adore Shushu.
Hello, YouTube. Welcome to Local Legends. We are here today with
Sixwing.
Sixwing! Oh my gosh. Okay, so your album just came out.
It did.
How do you feel?
I feel so many things. I feel a lot more in a lot more ways than I thought I would. Because I was making this album and I was like, this is gonna be the one. Like, this is gonna be like the one. I was like praying for it to like blow up on sight. And it's definitely a slow burn, but that's ended up being like the greatest blessing.
I was gonna say, what does the album title mean to you?
I have seen different interpretations because when I made it, the goal was like the general idea that I had for My Title for You is literally like using teeth as a means of freedom, as in freedom of oppression, freedom of like biting back. Essentially, like
Biting
the
back.
world is
I like
biting
that.
and we bite back.
I like that.
But I've heard people say recently that they're the ones that are like being freed, like I am like helping them, I'm protecting them, because it's like queer like liberation
like
in an album, and I honestly like that more.
I really like
I
that.
honestly like that more.
Oh my
That
gosh.
meaning fits really well with the album, but not so much the title track.
Mm-hmm.
But I kind of like that meaning more. So
I like it. I like it a lot.
I don't know. That's why I like to wait to hear what fans think meanings are, because I really enjoy hearing what they have to say. Oftentimes, it is a very interesting take that I did not have yet.
I think a lot of like fan interpretations of like music in general, it adds so much more, because I don't think that the artist thinks about all that all the time.
I didn't. I surely didn't.
Yeah. What are your favorite songs
on the album?
Yeah.
Seraph and Rainier.
I love Rainier. Talking a little bit more about the album, I want to talk about the album art a little bit. So the album art for the singles is very different from the album art itself.
Mm-hmm.
How did you decide like what you wanted the single covers to look like versus the album, and like what are the vibes that were going on?
So for me, a single can be its own world.
Right.
A single is its own packaged experience. Especially, this is something that I want to hone in on more for future releases, because My Title for You was a very long process, and it was an album cycle that was longer than I ever want to do again. Because I wasn't really yet, like when I started it, I wasn't at this like professional level where I felt like I had to like, okay, single album.
Right.
So I was just releasing as I went.
Mm-hmm.
And so the release cycle took like 2 years, and I never want to do that again, just because it really, for its hype,
It takes a while.
it takes a long time. And so, especially for this album, I had these like little prepackaged worlds that I wanted to have their own little parts of the puzzle. But for the album itself, I'm thinking it has to be like iconic. I have to have some kind of art that will completely encapsulate this album. Everything that I said on it needs to be brought together by this one image. And so I really had to get choosy. I really had to like dive into what I wanted for that. But with a single, it's only representing one thing.
Right.
So I feel like I can get a lot closer to it. So like for Choke It Out, it's like really like intense and brutal and gross. So I have like an abstract horror painting. For CED, it's really bubbly and happy, and so it's a cute little painting. And then My Title for You is ugly and abstract and minimalist, so it reflects. And so like each single looks the way that it looks because the singles are so different.
Mm-hmm.
And I kind of wanted to drop them as misdirections. I can't lie. I lie. I like lying. I really like lying. And especially CED, because I dropped only the second half and I called it the single. When this album comes out, they're gonna find out. I like misdirecting, but that's so many words for the question.
No, that's good.
It's we're talking about like little worlds versus the universe that they're in.
I like that a
So
lot.
the worlds can be creative and like
it's
unique.
like each planet in a solar system.
I like that more. Yeah, that's good.
Oh my gosh. No, yeah, a little bit. I guess since you talked about how long the album took, I was gonna ask like, what was the process going through the entire album cycle? Because it did take a while.
It was insane. So My Title for You started because I finished Real Estate Dog in 2021, and then the goal was to make a pop album. I wanted to have my pop girl moment.
Okay, underscores.
And then shit got like serious. Shit got like really dire really quickly, and like mental health was not doing good. So my thought process was, I want to have an EP where I get really sad, and I can get these sad songs out of the way, and then I'll go be a pop girl.
Right.
But then like shit kept happening, and I kept having more things to write about. And I was like, it's gonna be an album, isn't it? It's gonna be the fucking album, isn't it? And it was. But I'm so happy it was. But like, I moved to Seattle during this album cycle. I like transitioned fully during this album cycle. I like found myself, found my community. Like my entire life was built in this album cycle, essentially.
Yeah,
So it's kind of scary to think of the next album cycle. Like I'm excited, but like, what the fuck is gonna happen next time?
No, I think that's so real. I think because each album is like an era. Each album is like a different like part of your life. How have you changed from the beginning to the end? Like, well, we know how you changed, but like
I am a significantly happier person. I think this album was an incredibly cathartic experience.
yes.
It was getting a lot out, and I think that I am someone that is happier and more hopeful. I was very lost and afraid and chaotic when I started this album, and I'm happy that that's not me anymore. Getting help and not being sad is awesome. Y'all think you have aura for being sad? I've been there.
Oh my gosh.
The true aura is peace and love.
No, that's so true. I think especially in this industry, or like in the state of music today, you kind of have to be a little bit DIY. If you're too polished, nobody really fucks with it.
Everyone's polished. If you have a label and you're polished, it's like, what do you bring to the table? I need to see music and art from these bitches that are going through the trenches and like crawling their way out like I did. Like, you gotta use art to give your full self, and I want to see like what comes out of that.
I like that. I think, because obviously, I feel like it's easier to write when you're in pain, or like it's easier to make art when you're in pain. I feel like there's a lot more to pull from, right?
That's actually another big way that I changed. When I started this album, I was absolutely in the mindset of like artist pain, like not artist pain, but like the best art comes from pain, and the whole like subscribing to the whole like struggling, starving artist ideology. And I realized through making this, and also through making Millpop like at the same time, that who's to say like silly music is not also a true reflection of my soul.
True.
And it's like, I feel like if you get so locked into making sad music and wanting like this pain to represent you, it feels really good when you're doing it, when you're recording it. But the planning, the writing, the like preparation, like the world and the era that you're in, like, cause like I was genuinely really struggling in this era for the first half of it, because I kept thinking like, well, I need to be struggling, like I need to like stay in this mindset. And
so that's what I think a lot of it is, because after you're out of that sort of feeling, but now you're sitting with this album that's like half finished, and now you have to like roll it out or whatever.
Like it's like
and
I
you're not in that mindset
in
anymore, and you're like kind of forcing yourself back into it.
One of the biggest lessons that I learned while making this album was I found out that it is okay to put on a hat of something that I am not currently. And so I wrote all these songs when I was like deeply depressed.
Right.
And then as I was getting towards like the second half of the process, I wasn't really feeling like that anymore. I was happy and more successful and more confident. And I was like, well, I don't have to like bring myself down to make authentically down art. So I learned how to like get back into that character, or get back into that like part of my life, so to say, without just putting myself down. And that's really like one of the biggest like advice, one of the greatest advice points I've ever been given, is that you have to be okay with remembering authenticity instead of having to live authenticity, because you were there and you felt it and you lived it. So even if you're not currently experiencing it, you're still authentic for demonstrating it. You were there, and it's like I was there. And just because I wasn't like crying into the microphone, like it's not like less authentic. And I really want more artists to understand that, because I think a lot of people are like hurting themselves for the guise of like better art. You don't have to hurt yourself for that. And I personally believe after this that happy music, if you truly feel it, if you truly feel it in your heart, it shows. Like right now, like I'm writing like a confident, crazy ass album, and like I've already had like 6 songs come to me, and the album just came out. Like it took me like 3 years to write My People For You, and like I'm already like on this next album because I'm having fun.
I think when you're having fun, art just like it flows more freely.
It absolutely does. Yeah. It absolutely does. I don't have to like spend the entire day thinking about a trauma to like really like lock in how I feel about it. Like I'm happy about this day. Just like grind it out.
I love that so much.
Next one's gonna be healing, I think.
I need that. Oh my gosh.
I think we all need that right now.
But yeah, so I guess because you kind of already talked about it, but like what obstacles do you face making music? Kind of more of like an objective sense, like making the music. What's the hardest part about it for you?
Low-key the music. I'm a writer. Like
okay, same low-key.
I'm a writer first and foremost. I wanted to be a writer before I wanted to be a musician. As like a little kid, I've always wrote. I love songwriting. I love writing lyrics. that is like my flow state. My flow state is writing lyrics. Like I have like hundreds of songs that I've written out that like maybe someday I'll have the music for.
Right.
And like I feel like the music side is something that I really have to push more, where I have these lyrics and I have this album, and now I have to find out how am I gonna make an album that like deserves these lyrics, you know? And I feel like, getting more specifically, like the biggest roadblock that I have is like low-key like my ADHD inability to watch a tutorial, because like I really struggle on the very technical side of things. I love abstract art, I love getting weird, I love finding ways to break Logic Pro, but like sometimes I wish I could crank out an EDM track. Like
learning how to actually use it. Yeah.
Like what the fuck is mastering, girl?
That's so me. If you could change your stage name to anything.
Diabolical. I just changed it. That's a good question. If I could change it to anything, oh my god. Because like I just changed to Sixwing, right? And it was like that was like something that I thought of for like years. Like I didn't want I wanted to wait for the right name to come to me, because I hated Sal the Dog for like 2 years, but like I just could not swap it unless I absolutely knew it was right. So now I'm thinking like I gotta speed run this. Alex, what would I change my stage name to? Honestly, Salvia Hunden. Like I was gonna do Salvia Hunden for most of those 2 years that I hated Sal the Dog, but like I wanted to wait and see just in case a cool name came around, because I really value an artist name, and like Salvia Hunden is the one that would make the most sense, just because like Sixwing is like the closest to like my actual self. Like Melpup is a character that I do and I have fun with, but like Sixwing is like me.
Right.
And so like I was just gonna do Salvia Hunden for like years, and then I thought of Sixwing. I was like, okay, that's it.
I love when people have something that's like really truly like them.
Thank you. That means a lot. I just didn't feel like Sal the Dog was me. It's like a fire ass Twitter username, but not an artist name.
It's very reminiscent of kind of like 2010s rappers. Ooh, what have you found is like your favorite part of making music? I mean, you already said like the writing part, but
because the writing comes to me like the easiest, and it's something that I really enjoy doing. But I think like my favorite part of like making music in general, or like making like an album, like specifically like going out in general, the oh shit moments.
Where you're like in the middle of making something, you're like, wait.
Yes, by far. My favorite parts on making anything is just the moment where like something finally clicks, where I have been staring at this like Logic file for months, just like, what the fuck do I do here? What melody would fit this? And then out of nowhere, in the blink of an eye, I'm like, huh! And then like
and it all works.
3 hours later, the whole fucking song is done. Like those are like Choke It Out. I made that song in like 3 hours. Like I wrote the lyrics and they were sitting there for like a year, and I finally, or no, half a year. And then just a few months later, I was just like feeling really angry, and I was like getting kind of back into that headspace that I was in, and I just cranked it out like all in one go. And it was like 3 a.m. by the time I finished the instrumental, and I was like, fuck this. I'm like bringing my microphone into my car in the parking lot, and I'm just gonna scream it out. And I screamed it out, and then the song was done, and I released it like the next week.
The song is so good.
Thank you. And like consistently like the best songs I've made. There's no middle ground. If I spent like a decent time on something, it tends to be like, okay. But like if I spent like years on a song, or if I spent 3 hours on a song, often equal quality.
Yeah, I think that just speaks to you as an artist. You're just like, it doesn't matter how much time you put into it, rather than the effort that you put
Thank you.
into it. I like that.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh, let's do a tattoo tour really quickly.
So I have Grass Sword from Adventure Time. Not to spoil Adventure Time.
It's so cute.
Those who know, those who have seen Adventure Time, life is a curse. But we strive, we live through it, we adapt these curses, we live with them, we make them our best friends. We live and learn, we love. This is Scourge from Warrior Cats. I am a warrior's girl till I fucking die. I have my favorite tarot card as my persona, the Fool.
Wait, this is so pretty.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh.
My friend in Denton, Rox Inks, ROX Inks, really, really amazing tattoo artist in Denton. Furry, thank God when I found her. Great artist. And Scourge was done by Fern Whisker. I love you, Fern Whisker. I have my dog's paw print that I got right before he died, because like he would like run home when I would come home and like jump up on me. So like I have his paw print where he would jump up on me. Girl, we don't talk about this one. Listen, I was a cis boy at some point. I'm sorry. Forgive me. I was a cis boy at some point. We don't talk about it.
Canon event.
It's a canon event.
I love you need a Carsey headdress tattoo. I want to get the Monomania one, or not Monomania, the How to Leave Town one.
Those are my two favorite albums by the Carsey Headdress. And then I have, I don't know if this is pulling up on camera. It is the snail. It's the snail that's hidden in every Adventure Time episode, my boyfriend and I, we wanted to get a matching tattoo that was like still discreet. And so we both hid the snail somewhere on our bodies.
That's so cute.
And I think, oh, I have my persona's cherry blossom that goes up my neck. This is Jeff, the talking mongoose, the 8th wonder of the world. He's a little bastard and I fucking love him. I love his
He's so
energy. I strive to be like him. He's a little maniac freak and bitch me too.
What other artists kind of shape your sound, or who are you into right now?
Right now, I am massively into Jane Remover. We share this in common.
Well, of course.
I'm really into Shushu always. I really like Bjork. I really, really like Kate Bush. I'm obsessed lately with Addison Rae. You do not make a debut album like that without studying pop music.
She's too good.
She's a little monster at heart. I know it. I can feel. Oh, and of course, Lady Gaga.
Lady Gaga.
Lady Gaga is my number one. Kate Bush is my eternal number one. Jane Remover is my current number one, and Lady Gaga is like my mother. You know, that's mother.
That's okay. Giving like trifecta.
They are my trifecta.
Yes.
They are absolutely my trifecta. Kate Bush, Lady Gaga, Jane Remover, all three of them. Smoke weed with me. Let's do a blunt rotation, please.
That was very fun.
Thank you.
I love talking to you.
Thank you for talking to me.
Stream the album. What the heck?
Stream the album, girl.
Stream
It's
the album,
crazy.
go to the shows. You're gonna have the time of your life.
Yeah,
Oh my.
the shows. I'm like in a new city every single weekend, girl. Alex has got me booked, working my ass
busy.
off. I will be there. I don't care where you live. I will be there soon. So
Backyard shows.
go to Ray Forest. Go to Instagram.com/Ray Forest. Check us out. And then we will be in your town, and I will give you a big ol' hug and give you some candy if you wish.
I wish I had anything to give.
I have a little gift for you. So this does not exist yet, and no one knows about this yet. So this is low-key the first time it'll ever be seen, but I wanted you to have it because these will be on sale whenever, probably next month, but you can have it first.
Holy I'm literally gonna stream this when I get home.
Thank you.